this. This is a shot from outside a public school there. Today, more than 30,000 teachers are walking off the job at public schools all over the city. We're talking about the nation's second largest school district now on strike. And listen, this is not just about their paychecks. These teachers are demanding smaller class sizes. They want more staff in their schools, including nurses, librarians, and counselors. NBC's Steve Patterson is in Los Angeles now on a surprisingly rainy day. Steve, take us inside this strike.
Hallie, it's the one of the few days a year where it actually rains in Los Angeles, and it's on the first day of this massive strike. You may be able to see over my right shoulder a crowd of umbrellas where you would normally probably see posters on the picket lines. This, though, as you mentioned, so many teachers and educators telling us this is not about the pay. We've had so many situations in the past, last year, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Arizona, Colorado, where in many cases maybe it was more about the pay. This is more about the soul of public schooling throughout the country. And here with us to help talk about it is Randi Weingarten, the president of the American Federation of Teachers. Randi, the school board says there is, this is not, they can't meet the demands. They'll be insolvent if the demands are met that the union is putting on. The union is saying, look, there's $2 billion in the budget. Why not just meet the demands that teachers are asking for? What's your answer?
So every school board that doesn't want to deal with the real needs of children find excuses like we don't have the money to pay. But when you have a school system that has a $7.5 billion budget and there's $2 billion in reserves, and this school board said the same exact thing when they had $100 million in reserves, and now when they have $2 billion in reserves, that's not right. Kids do not go to school more than once. And at the end of the day, this is about the soul of public education. It is about ensuring that every single kid, not some kids, but every single kid, and in LA, 80% of our kids are poor and kids of color, that every single kid has a pathway to success and opportunity.
And how much is that fight for the soul of, as you mentioned, public education has to do with charter schools, has to do with possible privatization of schools? Is that why you're here today?
So I am here today because I want the teachers to know and the public to know that 1.7 million people of the AFT support them. I'm here today to fight for guidance counselors for all kids. I'm here today to fight for nurses for all kids. I'm here today as a former 11th and 12th grade social studies teacher in Brooklyn to say you can't have a class size of 40 and 50. I'm here to do the same thing as the teachers are doing. No one wants to go on strike, Steve. Nobody does. And ultimately, the teachers waited 21 months. They could have actually struck the day the contract was over. 21 months to get the school system to deal. And instead, what's happened is the school system, the former school system, former board president said, let's do community schools. This guy has shelved them. That would have helped bring mental health services and guidance services, and that's what we need to do.
I can feel your passion resonating, Randi, and we've heard that from so many teachers and educators on the picket line right now. School is on. Parents are bringing their kids into school, but obviously with the resources and the teachers that are picketing on the line, things are going to look a little bit different inside today. We're following it all day long. Back to you, Hallie.
Steve Patterson, thank you. Randi Weingarten over his shoulder there, thank you as well. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.